Hello, science heads. Science 2.0 here. Gosh, it's been a while since we've been up here on the old science porch, but, well, I've been as busy as Ben Shapiro when he walks off a debate, because, I assume you've seen that clip where Ben Shapiro is so good at a debate, he just leaves, because he's like, whoa, are you in a... No, he says, are you an objective journalist, or are you a fake journalist? Are you a liberal, or are you a conservative? And, then he gets up and leaves. Anyway, today's topic is the Clintons. Now, of course, as part of the Republican Brotherhood of the new ordeal of the new conservative move, it always strikes everyone, independents and Democrats alike, as racist if we call out Obama. So, of course, we've got to go further back than that, and luckily, there's a target that we just love, because we're not blamed for racism when we pick on the Clintons. And these guys are Bill and Hillary, and they are just disgusting, and they do not have the same flair as Trump does. Hillary is boring. I do not want a smart politician as the president. What I want, is a goofy little circus clowny. That's what I want, being the wacky debonair that I am. Hillary is too old school, and she tried to run against Trump and be the first woman president. So of course, we Republicans were accused of being sexist for chanting, lock her up, I don't know. And we were like, release the Benghazi, releases the emails, because we had to come up with, we had to manufacture some kind of controversy before election time, so that Trump could so that we could turn people's attention away from all the Trump controversy. So we were like, where is the email? Oh no, the email, and we didn't even know what these emails were supposed to be, or we didn't know what Benghazi was, but we just came up with it, and it was a fun time. And then you got Hillary Clinton, and you got Bill Clinton, actually. Going back when Democrats were bad. So we got to say that President Obama is good. We've got to tell the left that we're okay with President Obama. But then before that, the evil Clintons and their scandal of that Bill was being a cheater. What a evil guy. What a awful fella. And he sure deserves the impeachment for that, because Nixon just did Watergate. I mean, you can't accuse Nixon of Watergate. But Bill Clinton, he was having an affair, and so we were like, oh yeah. And then Hillary is okay with it, and then Bill doesn't cheat on her again. What a sexist Bill Clinton is. That's what we can do. We can turn away from Trump's misogyny and look at Bill Clinton's misogyny and how he cheated. And then we can look at, wow, Trump is certainly a family man, what with how he's had 3 wives and, numerous, stories about how he's gotten loose women to urinate in Moscow, and in Stormy Daniels to spank him with a rolled up Forbes magazine while both of them lie there in the flesh. But more than that, we need to focus on Monica Lewinsky and how important the Monica Lewinskys is. And then we gotta focus on, all of that, right? That is the strategy, my comrades. That is the strategy. As a matter of fact, that's right. And then, of course, we've got the whole deal. I mean, if you want to know just how unsympathetic Bill Clinton is and how un-American Mr. Bill Clinton is, then you can look at how he never even mentioned 9/11 once during his term as president, from 1990 to 1998. Or whenever he was president. Nothing about 9/11, which happened in 2001. And he said nothing about 9/11. This drives home the fact that he is a dirty, rotten scoundrel and does not deserves your vote. And of course, because Bill is such a fiend, his wife Hillary must also be a fiend, even though she's never been the president. And who's a better choice than Hillary? Trump, of course. We've got the big little Cheeto tyrant. And he's funny and goofy and wacky, and oh boy, and what a owner of those people. He's like, a heckler comes to his rally and he's like, get that guy out of here, go home to mommy. He knows how to respond to legitimate criticism. He's a boss. Hillary Clinton is pretty boring, not an exciting person, because she's a politician. Who wants a politician? I don't want serious politicians in the White House. I want the you're fired guy and the deal guy and the guy who was in the commercial of McDonald's where he talks to Grimace, if you remember that. Overall, the Clintons are a bunch of no good, rotten fiends, and you got with the 2018 elections coming up, you've got to wonder who is going to win, and hopefully it's not going to be either of the Clinton children or the Clinton grandchildren, or I don't even know if the Clintons have any children. Or let's just hope that Bill doesn't run again, or it's not Hillary, as the one thing that we Republicans do not like is when a family, is nepotistic and takes up too much of the political stage. And that is why, we've had two presidents that are father and son, and George Bush Jr.'s brother, Jeb, ran just in 2016. We can't have any of that nepotism like with Bill and Hillary, and we certainly do not want I guess not. I guess we wouldn't mind a woman president so long as it's either Kellyanne Conway or Hope Hicks, but we can't have Hillary, because she said Pokemon go to the polls once, and we can't have someone like that in the presidents. So that's how Bill Clinton is, and Hillary Clinton is, and you know, they're the same person. And if there's one thing that we've learned from today's lesson here on Science 2.0, it is release the emails, do the Benghazi, and whatnot. Now, before we close out, I'd like to give a little fun fact, because I feel that I haven't done enough of those lately. Well, I have, haven't I? The fun fact this evening is don't buy Nicholas comics. Nicholas Cicada is a scam and a fraud and a charlatan and liberal propaganda. And if Ben Shapiro ever read any Nicholas comics, he would toss them onto the floor. So please do not write to Nicholas Cicada, 1424 Columbine Street, number 1, Denver, Colorado, 80206. Just don't do that. It's a bad idea. Anywho, this has been Science 2.0 on Hillary Clinton and their infamous Clanton gang, and release the emails and lock her up and Benghazi and the pantsuits. Okay, hope you had fun. Science 2.0 out.
I don't know how you do it. I put together some really impressive deals, but this thing you've pulled off, it's amazing. A big and tasty for just $1? How do you do it? What's your secret?
Got a buck? You're in luck, because you can get a delicious beefy big and tasty, a McChicken sandwich, and lots of your other favorites on McDonald's Dollar Menu every day.
Together, Grimace, we could own this town.